All right, I'm gonna try this out. Hopefully, kind of doing a half. Um, but the main thing is like when I do a lot on. So I kind of have half. Let's do this. So I kind of have half still on, half not. But like, especially when I'm seeing like, because a few people that I communicate with privately, like the wings are always a big issue to get the nice flat shape. You can kind of see the profile. The same thing with they use like neck material or whatever, but it's like the wire underneath the wing seems to be like I don't know. So I just thought maybe I could explain it a little better. So normally on the tape on this side, obviously I'll do primaries first. I'll have a little bit of excess on both sides, and then I'll have the piece of cardboard that I'll kind of I'll attach one side and then pull it tight, pull it nice and tight so the primaries are flat, because a lot of times they want to like kind of crimp a little bit, or they just be kind of wavy. But if you could pull them flat, I put the clips on here just because this tape, it's the adhesive is not real strong, but it's also kind of nice because then it comes off easy. But then like of a week or 10 days, whatever it's drying, it could kind of come loose. So this just kind of helps just to keep everything in place. Then obviously, then I'll go through, do my secondary. I'll get the pin, and I kind of pin this tight, because without it, especially once you do the carding and you do, it just keeps it nice. So you want the scaps, the tertials and stuff to kind of be going straight into the body, not any big humps or not any kind of folds. I guess I could put this away. So then on the other side, so basically I have the same kind of thing, like without the crimps or crimps on, but just the side here, pull it tight. Main thing I want to show is the wire. So let's see, I'll do this side. So basically it's just, I'll start with the wire, like I have a bunch of it, 18 gauge, put the wire in here, and then I'll kind of just get pliers, and that's kind of where I make the, let's see what I got it, kind of make a bend. Let's see if I can move it out of the way here. I'll make a bend so it kind of, raises up a little bit, so that way this part isn't droopy. And then just kind of shape it. So I want to shape it so it kind of is going, it kind of helps hold these down, but then it also comes back out into the primaries, and then, do the sharp bend, like an L bend right here on the primaries. And then that way, once this is taped, it keeps the shape here, but then it also keeps this from drooping or what's the word? From sagging, or from, or being too high even. But then you can really adjust the shape. So if you want it like exactly flat against the body, you can do that. If you want it to kind of be raised a little bit, you can make all the adjustments. You can kind of see the bend a little bit better. But then you can just, so that's the thing. And then what I've been doing too is like, then you can just straighten it back out when you're done, when you pull it out of there, and then you could reuse it and you're good to go. And you kind of have like an already pre-cut deal. But so then primaries, then secondaries, and then the little greater coverts here, obviously to get the nice straight line. And then pull that off. And so it's just, but that was one of the things with the wire I just wanted to show, because that's like, it's a very easy way to get your wing nice and flat, to give it something, you're basically something to support it, to kind of keep it like, like I said, just from the shape, like you can kind of see from here. I know it's hard because it's like, I still got to put this on wood, and I got the thing on the leg, but just to give it that crisp, just like a real bird flying in, maybe this angle, but just a nice sharp flat wing, instead of, because obviously the secondaries shouldn't be drooping, or they shouldn't be raised up, because it's not like an airplane or something, I mean, where the damn rudder. But then like with the wire, and then that's the other thing too, like if you're having problems with the primary, because sometimes they just, I don't know, man, sometimes stuff's a bitch, and like they want to not work out, but then that's where this really helps out, because this, if there is any bunching or unevenness, this straightens and flattens. And this is just masking tape. I don't know, something happened. Like the ones I used to buy were much stickier, the newer ones. I do like the real thick thicker ones, and the thin stuff you saw just there is really good for secondary, so you can still kind of see what you're doing, you know, like the big tape here would just cover everything, and you know, then you're kind of SOL if anything's out of place. But primaries just helps just to kind of keep it to grab on, but then it's also easy to take off once it's dry. But so anyway, I just wanted to show that because the underneath look, I haven't really been able to show that too much, just because I've kind of explained it but then not really showed it. And so then I just kind of, I've seen a few responses, and then I need to do the standing and stuff. But anyway, so that's just a kind of a quick thing. I think as long as you do that and just regular tape, like I said, the cardboard pieces, that's another thing you could reuse. So a lot of this stuff is, you know, nice. Once you cut it, once you have it, you could just use it over and over, or you could cut a new one if you want. It doesn't really matter. But and then it's just kind of boom, so you can go in, go out. You don't have to, you know, worry about not having this or needing that. It's kind of a little bit more paint by numbers. So anyway, thanks guys.